Greetings from parts unknown. My name is Sunny Sofrito, and as always, I am joined by the self-proclaimed general manager of Yep, I Like Wrestling. His name is Teddy.
Cheers, everyone. Cheers.
And I'm also joined today by the green-haired glamazon by the name of Tara.
Hello, ladies.
Welcome. First you gave me Alex, then you gave me Chrissy, now you gave me another pretty girl. You're spoiling me. Keep them coming, though, Sonny. Keep them coming.
Well, I mean, I got pretty friends, so I mean,
Are you collecting us?
Yeah, that's what he is. I feel like Hugh Hefner. He keeps parading these pretty girls in front of me. I love it.
Just dangle them in front of you.
Wait, you feel like Hugh Hefner or am I Hugh Hefner? Because I really don't think you're Hugh Hefner.
You'd be Hugh Hefner.
Oh,
Do I get any kind of say in this? No?
Not really.
Okay, cool. It's fine.
Just put on your bunny ears. And
Yep. Feminism out the window already. The show just started. Like, cool.
The show just started and we just threw that shit out the window. No, seriously, we're glad to have you on. We actually been talking about bringing you on for a minute, and you know today's a very special day.
Oh, really? What's today?
Teddy, tell them what's today.
It's Ash Wednesday?
No,
It's not Ash. Well,
No.
it is Ash Wednesday,
Hello.
but no, it's not Ash Wednesday.
no, it's Valentine's Day.
No,
Isn't it?
No, it's not Valentine's Day either. It's Rusev Day.
Oh.
So happy Rusev Day,
Happy
everyone.
Rusev
Every
Day.
day is Rusev Day.
Machka. Hashtag Machka.
Crush.
Crash.
Shout out to the Bulgarian brute.
And shout out to Lana,
Shout out to Lana, yes.
my 10th future ex-wife.
10th, really?
10th.
So Dana Brooke, really, before Lana? Get out.
Yeah, because that's gonna be short-lived though.
Oh, gotcha.
Dana Brooke is stronger than you. Stop it. That's going to be long-lived. She's going to kill you.
No, that's gonna be short-lived. And understand, all these future ex-wives I talk about is gonna be after my current girlfriend, my current love of my life, basically says to me one day, "Listen, you know what? I'm packing your shit up and you're going."
It's not me, it's you.
Yeah,
I think you should
exactly.
egg it on a little bit more. The most beautiful woman you've ever seen, you know.
well,
It's Valentine's Day.
She is she is the love of my life. But that day when the day comes where she's like, yeah, you know what? It's not you, it's me.
When she doesn't want to watch Catfish with you anymore.
Yes.
God forbid that
She's
day
had
comes.
enough. You're just lining up the women for when she's had enough of you? Is that what's
Yeah,
happening?
basically.
Gotcha.
Planning ahead.
Gotcha.
Hey, I'm trying to be practical, so you know.
It's multitasking is
Yeah.
what he's doing.
That's why I got him a planner, so he can write everything
She
down.
did.
Yes, I actually got a WWE planner.
That is a Loot Crate exclusive, and you better worship it.
As I was looking at it, I was like, "Yep, I definitely need this." Because you know what? There's so many times that I'm just like, "Hey, didn't I tell you about that day?"
No,
you didn't.
no, you didn't. You really
Yeah,
didn't.
I'm definitely one of the worst people when it comes to something like that. But you know, now I'm just gonna make sure that every day I write down it's Rusev Day, and I mean it's gonna be like, you know what? This is the one time that all those punishments in school where I used to have to write something over and over is gonna come in handy.
yes.
Yeah, that makes
Because I'm
sense.
just gonna be writing Rusev Day over and over and over again. Because that's what it is. Every day is Rusev Day.
Was that a thing in America? Because I know back home in England that was a thing. You had to write on the board repeatedly when you were bad. I mean, if I had to write, I will not hang out at the boys' locker room one more time, for Christ's sake. It's like, all right, I get it, headmaster, I get it. I didn't know that was an American thing. I thought it was just an English thing, too.
No. Yeah. But I mean, that just seemed a little bit extreme, though. I mean, I mean,
it was extreme. I was
Dude,
7 years old, so they really didn't have to go that far.
I guess they didn't have restraining orders at in
Not back then.
or
Yeah,
at that
yeah.
age.
Yeah.
Not that, yeah.
Yeah, you know. So I mean, hey,
Free range.
free range.
What I do in a locker room when I'm 7 years old is my business. Thank you.
Yeah, we know a lot about what you do at 7 years old. Mr. Oshkosh Bagash from last episode.
I was the most
reading,
popular boy in school. That's all I'm going to say.
reading bitches in the schoolyard, as you said.
Yep. That was a good promo. Shout out to Ric Flair. Shout out to Ric Flair.
And if you don't know what we're talking about, make sure you go back and listen to episode 5, where Teddy basically talks about his Oshkosh Bagash childhood.
Shout out to Chrissy Love. How about that? Hope
And
you're
Roger
listening.
Adams
And
for,
Roger.
for being so great guest. But moving on to our guest today, who's
Less problematic.
We'll see.
We'll see.
see.
I don't know, man, because I've known you since before you were legally able to drink.
but I did it anyway.
But you would drink it.
Well, I didn't say you didn't do it. I said, I've known you that long, but I'm saying,
Any girl with green hair's got some stories. That's what I'm gonna say. She's done something.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Really?
Like, yeah, I just like.
She's got a sweet face, ladies and gentlemen.
Stuff.
But
I just, I just want to love the earth, and that's why I have green hair.
a tree hugger. Oh, yeah.
yeah, tree huggers are the worst.
Speaking of wood, Ivory's been inducted into the Hall of Fame, and everyone on the Yep I Like Wrestling page lost their minds collectively.
I don't understand why. I'm so proud of her.
Everybody lost their shit. I mean, it was just bananas.
It was like being at an orgy and there was no lube. People lost their goddamn mind, and I don't know why. I mean, we're not like we have many other choices aside from China.
And rest in peace, I love her to death, but they're not going to pick her.
Yeah, so who else?
No, but here's the thing. Everybody wants Owen, Davey Boy, Chris Benoit, China,
Speaking of
Miss
restraining
Elizabeth, and the whole problem is like nobody wants a funeral edition of the Hall of Fame.
know?
Everybody's dead that everybody wants to see go in.
And let's not forget, the Hall of Fame is not a real thing. Like, it doesn't mean anything. Like,
Snoop
for God's
Dogg
sake,
is in it.
thank
It's
you.
real.
David Arquette
It's
is
real.
going into it. Pete Rose is it. I mean, let's be honest.
Coco Beware.
Oh, Jesus.
Coco
Shout
Beware
out
is
to
in it.
Frankie. So let's all. But
Mike
aside
Tyson.
from China,
Hey,
What
Mike
other women
Tyson.
would have
I'm
gone
cool
in?
with Mike Tyson being in it.
he did do a lot for DX, but it wasn't like we had many choices of current women. Like, perhaps we could have gone to the 50s with maybe a Judy Grable, but how many fans know who Judy Grable is?
It's the PG
Yeah.
era. They're
Besides
not.
Moolah and May, they're not going to know. So really, there weren't many women. To be quite honest, I'm still mad that Beth Phoenix is in there because although she was great, is she Hall of Fame worthy? No. Sunny's still in there.
I think someone has some heat
Is
with
there
you
something
right
in
now.
your throat? Don't you hate it when that happens?
You know what? I got
happened?
this tickle. It's weird. I don't think the Pinot's working for me because you came for the Glamazon.
I'm just saying,
You
like,
came for the
So,
Glamazon.
You talked about the Glamazon when you got the green-haired Glamazon.
Are
next to us.
you real right
she
now?
was only in the WWE for a short time
I
before
don't
she
care.
retired.
Teddy got a point though.
She had a really big impact, and she gave Edge babies. She is special.
Yeah, she also gave CM Punk some too.
I'm just saying. See, I have nothing against CM Punk.
So how about this? If you had to choose between China and the Glamazon, who do you think deserves more to be in the Hall of Fame?
It depends on what China we're talking about. If it's the China that was a hot mess twerking on YouTube and TMZ,
No.
like,
WWE China, WWF China.
okay, that's great, but she's already like spoiled the brand.
All
to
right,
say. So-
how about this?
It took Triple H so much to say her name in Raw, like 3 weeks
mean,
ago. It hurt him. You can tell it hurt him because Stephanie was gonna get on him when he got home. Like, really?
Yeah,
You
but
saying
she
her
was
name?
she was the first one to say her name on Royal Rumble though.
But they're doing baby steps to it, so I can see it happening next year.
But they had to say China's name. Here's my thing. Beth Phoenix, no offense to the whole Glamazon gimmick that you rocking with, but Beth Phoenix should not have gone before. To be honest with you, she shouldn't have gone before Ivory, because Ivory had more of an impact
She did.
I'll agree with that.
than Beth Phoenix did.
To be quite honest, I'll take it even further. Sunny should not be in the Hall of Fame before Sable because Sable was the first diva. She was the first person
But-
to say the word diva.
But here's the thing with
so to say
Sable.
Sunny was the first diva, it's like Sable's done.
No, I agree.
Think
I agree
about
with
the
that.
Attitude
No,
Era,
I agree
and
with
who
that.
do you think?
No, I agree with that. I
Right.
agree that
So the Hall
Sable
of
should
Fame
be
is
in.
not a thing.
But my only thing is that why isn't she in? It's not like she has heat with the company. Is it that she doesn't want to be bothered with the company? She's associated with the company only through her husband, and that's it. And she's kind of keeping the distance.
She's a cougar.
Because I'm kind of surprised that she wasn't even there at Raw 25.
She was not
And
mentioned at
and
all.
it's exactly, and it's not like she can't be mentioned. She's she's with Brock Lesnar. I'm sure they want her to come through.
I feel like that's what happens when you have a bad breakup with Vince. You don't get mentioned.
She did sue him for a vast amount of money, and then her second stint was abruptly taken away from her.
I forgot about the lawsuit.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to defend the company. I'm just saying there are stories that we may not know, and it could be that maybe she doesn't want to even be bothered with the company.
I agree with that, but I mean we're talking about Ivory.
I mean,
and
she
haven't
should have
even
been
mentioned her.
mentioned.
What
Yeah.
do you guys think? Should Ivory be in? Yay or nay?
Oh yeah, definitely.
Oh, of course.
Really?
I love her to death. I love her, and the way that she can just commit to a gimmick, even when she was a part of the censorship group,
The
like
right to censor.
The right to
Shout out
censor.
The right to censor.
And you know
Yeah,
what?
that was pretty dope.
I was, younger, and I completely believed it, and I was up for it. She made me proud to wear my uniform in middle school. I was ready to censor everyone,
Okay.
looking at everyone in the street like you're a whore, you know? Like she made it really believable.
And now you have green hair.
How things change. By the way, why did Val Venus have on white pants and everyone else had on black pants? I never understood that. Why was he looking like Mario Perillo, but everyone else looked like a pilgrim? I never got that. Yeah, like his Mario Perillo white pants and shoes. Anywho, so you're yay for Ivory in...
Oh yeah, and they're gonna hate me.
I'm definitely high
Really?
on Ivory going in. Part of it is WWE. The other part of it has to do with the fact that she was in Glow.
She was. Lisa Moretti. Yes, she was.
And
She was.
that was a major milestone for women in wrestling. That's overlooked a lot. And you know what? You have to really go back and understand what Glow was about in order to see what the impact was. And as a recommendation to everybody that's listening to us right now, go watch the Glow documentary, the documentary that's on Glow, that's on Netflix, as well as check out the Glow series on Netflix as well, which was really well done, which was amazing, and even earned one of the actresses a Golden Globe nominations, which is Alison Brie. So, I mean, it was a really good show. Definitely recommend that. That wouldn't get that kind of of acknowledgement of getting a show made about it if had it not been for the fact that people like Ivory, as well as the rest of the women back then, made that something substantial. So, I mean, you have to really look at what the history is. And a lot of people that were bitching and complaining about it, especially in the group, you know who you are.
Can I tell you a funny story about Glow right
Yes,
quick?
please, go
Do we
ahead.
have time?
Yep.
Being a little boy, I loved Glow. Absolutely loved watching Glow. And I can remember hearing my parents whisper. My mother was always worried about me because obviously she knew what was going on. But then I remember my dad saying, "No, he's fine. You see, he likes to watch those girls wrestle. So no, he's fine." Yep. Got to give Mom $10 on that one. She knew what was going on in 1985. So yeah, but yeah, I was a big fan of Glow. I am not a big fan of Ivory going into the Hall of Fame, but then again,
We'll say your reasons why.
But why?
I think Sable in China should be in before her and Sunny. That's my major thing. I think Sable in China did more for the business than an Ivory or that crack horse. I'm sorry, Sunny Tammy Lynn Cinch did. So
Sunny's
yeah.
just an easy book. I mean, we
She-
had her at Mimo.
Oh, yeah. Okay, so here's the story about Sunny.
She showed up.
She
The
showed up.
the first time she did.
Oh.
The first time she did, we had Sunny come through. This is when she had got first clean.
This was like 5 years ago.
Yeah, about 5 years ago when she first got clean, and she was like booking everything, and she came through, got a picture with her, got an autograph. She was really cool.
Thicker than a Snicker too.
Yeah, she was thick. She was thick. But then fast forward about a year and a half later, and she was booked to come through, and I'm like, all right, hey, cool. And I was talking to the person that booked her, and I'm like, so where is she? She's on her way. This is like 9 o'clock. I'm like, dude, really? 10 o'clock. Oh, I think she got stuck in traffic. I'm like, dude, don't freaking bullshit. Then I find out later that it was like she was like, oh yeah, I'm not coming through to that. She said that shit the night before, and I didn't even know. And I was like, all right, whatever. We still had an awesome party, and we moved on. So, yeah, I mean, Tammy Lynn Sitch, a.k.a. Sunny, has been known to no-show at a couple of events and stuff like that.
I once met her at a movie theater, and it was just... It was amazing. Actually, I was seeing the movie Shrek, but it looked a lot like Sunny. That's what I'm just saying. That was the real story.
I was about to ask you, so did you give her change when you saw her outside?
I sat there watching it for 20 minutes before I realized it was Shrek 3 that I was watching. But anywho, so okay.
Toski!
2-1, Ivory goes in the Hall of Fame. Congratulations, Ivory. Shall we move on to Raw?
Yes, let's move on to Raw, man.
You would like that, wouldn't you?
I love it. Contrary to what's been written on Twitter, I do like it Raw. But
Okay.
Hi, Dad. I know you're listening. I love
hi, Daddy.
you.
Hi, Daddy.
Hi, Dad.
Hi, Tara's Daddy. How are you?
Hey, Father O'Brien, I hope you enjoyed the episode.
Oh my. Can we just look at what's going on here?
So, by the way, real quick.
Charlotte's crack. Okay.
Trying to show.
Oh, yeah. So, we are recording on Tuesday because some people have plans on Wednesday.
People have a life, Sonny.
Yeah. Right now, we're actually watching SmackDown while we're recording. So, we're going to talk about...
Charlotte versus Sarah Logan.
Yes.
Yes.
I like Sarah Logan, and you know what?
Love her.
You know what?
You do.
Listen, man. You guys crapped on me that in episode 4.
I don't get it. I mean,
thought
watching these two wrestle.
she had a good showing in Royal Rumble.
Did she?
Yeah, she
Yes,
did.
she did.
Really?
Yeah, she did.
She's a big girl. I'm a big girl. I'm a root for the big girl. All the little teeny tiny ones, over the road. Bye.
I
Bye.
know. I'm not.
Don't get me started on Naya.
I love Naya. Shout out to Naya. Yeah, I'm not a fan of Sarah Logan. Actually, I'm not a fan of anything that comes out of Kentucky. If you listen to our earlier podcast,
Less fried chicken.
yeah, well, fried chicken. Yeah. Oh, because I'm black. You're fucking racist. You know what? We're not doing this today, Sonny.
You are
We're not.
outnumbered,
We're not
bruh.
doing this.
You are
Sonny.
outnumbered.
I'm not going to be sitting here. You know what? Call my Uber now because I'm not going to be racified on this podcast. I'm not. But no, anything that goes against a Flair, I am Team Flair. Charlotte Flair could kick my mother in the head. I'd be like, well, she had it coming because it's a Flair who did
So
it.
if she was to say the Kentucky Fried Chicken to you, she.
Oh yeah, now I like it. If a Flair
Oh,
says
all right.
it, it's
So if
fine.
a Flair says it,
Yeah.
so if I would have been a Flair, you would have been okay with it.
That's different.
Oh, okay.
Ric Flair's a racist. We know that. But
All
it's
right.
funny when he does it. It's just mean when you do it. Sonny. It's got me talking me all type of way. I
Hey,
don't have
man.
to take this. Anywho, back to Raw.
As always.
Give it to me raw, Tara. I'm sorry, that came out wrong. Give me your raw thoughts, Tara.
Okay, so we're going to start with John Cena and The Miz because I'm tired. I'm so tired.
You and I can take a nap together.
I'm just
All right,
saying.
you know what? I'm gonna disagree on this because
Oh,
I
geez.
actually like.
What?
You know what it is?
That match was like 8 hours long.
It was.
But I like their chemistry in the ring. I actually was enjoying it.
It was all the Miz.
It was, but I still enjoyed it. I still enjoyed them in the ring.
You had
'Cause-
Kmart and H&M. And
Wow.
Kmart will always win because he makes money.
Wow. I never would have thought of that analogy. That was a good one.
I'm
Cheers
here.
to you. That's one for Tara. I like her. Keep her around, Sonny.
Kmart and H&M.
You did.
Hashtag
Because where
that
can you
shit.
find all of the You Can't See Me clothing? Right there in Kmart. Front and
true.
center. I'm just
That's
saying.
true.
He sells it. And all the neon colors your little heart can desire. I'm just saying.
Hey, yo, everything that The Miz wears does look like it comes from H&M.
Yes, it does.
It's like
I
a mix
love
of the
H&M.
Matrix and like, I'm not too sure. Like Hollywood, I want to say, but not like
So in other words, look like H&M.
disco. Yes, it looks like H&M. All of it.
Hollywood meets metrosexual.
And I'm not going to talk about
yes.
Maurice because she's pregnant and I don't want to sty. But you know, when she gives birth, it's on. I'm just saying.
Oh, Maurice.
Hey, I like Maurice.
Of course you do.
Pourquoi?
She's number 12?
15.
Oh, 15.
15. Ooh, she fell a couple spots, but okay.
I'm saying she got a kid. That's a lot more drama. That's more baggage I got to deal with.
You'd be surprised how many men like pregnant women.
Shout out to all
Hey,
the
wait,
milfs.
I'm not talking about pregnant women. I'm talking about after she get that's just baggage that she's gonna have. So chill. Hold up. Chill with that.
Speaking of an old bag, Sasha Banks fought Bailey. So what did you guys think about that?
So Sasha Banks and Bailey is getting a little bit tired since they're constantly trying to play that line of heel, baby face, turning on each other, not turning on each other. I mean, this shit is like it's getting a little tired. Like you talking about Cena and Miz being tiring. I mean, come on. This was really tiring because it's like the same match.
I will watch these women every single time they put them on my screen because in the first NXT the first NXT Brooklyn that they did, I cried when they had that match.
Oh, but
like-
that was an amazing match. But
and
the thing is that
and so I'm emotionally tied to them now, and I am a female. We have hormones, so I will watch them wrestle every single time. And when Bailey fixes her ponytail, I will fix my ponytail too, even if my hair is down.
God, I want to cut that ponytail so bad. Nothing good comes from a side ponytail. Nothing.
I feel like
okay,
she's
here-
beautiful, but she looks like a foot, so you have to love her because she's super cute. You
No,
know?
I don't. No, I don't.
Okay, cool.
No, I don't.
all right, here's my beef with them. When they were in NXT, they were amazing. Since they've come up to the main roster, they have not evolved and transitioned. Sasha a little bit more than Bailey, but it's basically the same characters, and it's not progressing.
It's no evolution.
I
You know,
feel like you guys talk about evolving in this podcast so much, and it's only been so much time. Like,
2 years, 3 years since the
Yeah,
evolution
but that's-
started?
but you feel like
that's all
Bailey
about-
got hurt.
But you talking about a character that comes from NXT that goes into the main roster, there has to be an adjustment period that has to happen.
They don't even change their trailers. Like, they don't change anything for them. They give them everything they had in NXT, just on a bigger screen.
At least, okay, I'll give
Charlotte
you this.
evolved.
Charlotte has evolved. Shout out to
Oh,
Claire.
have you met her dad?
Becky has evolved.
I have met
No,
her.
Charlotte.
Becky's barely evolved, and hold on, one. Shout out to my
Fire.
brother. I love her. She's amazing. She's gorgeous, but she doesn't get a pop like Sasha does.
I'll give it. Okay, Sasha's entertaining. You're right. She has not evolved, but she can be entertaining.
Yes.
But her talent has carried her through.
Yes.
Like, she was more complete package than Bailey was.
Bailey
Is like it's still like she's not there yet.
She's like an uncooked chicken. She's
I wouldn't-
functional.
I would
but
say she is more like a cooked chicken on the outside, but then you cut into it and you're like,
And it's
damn,
pink.
this shit's still pink.
it's pink. That's what Bailey
I'm
is.
gonna get E. coli.
She reminds me of belly button lint. Just I don't get it.
But it's
Like,
fun to look at. And
Is it?
play with it a little bit, and
It's-
then, you know?
Bailey. Oh, you want to play with Bailey? Oh, God. Shout out to Enzo Amore.
I'm
Okay,
sorry, I
yeah.
did not mean to set that up.
Yeah, really. She just reminds me of the Ultimate Warrior now.
Dead?
Yes, that's what.
damn,
Bailey,
son.
Yeah, she just.
That was
And
That's
her
dark.
stupid Bailey buddies. I'm sorry.
Jesus.
Again, shout out to my dad. I'm sorry he's talking about your dead friend.
Daddy. Hi. Yeah.
Shout out to Warrior.
Seriously.
Bailey doesn't do it for me. Sasha, the whole match, I was rolling my eyes because I don't care about either one of them.
Are
I
you
just
not a
don't.
hugger?
I'm English. You know the answer to that.
You're right.
Yeah, that's true.
And you know what the first thing I did when I saw him?
She
I
hugged me.
hugged him.
She said, "I'm Puerto Rican. We hug." Yeah. So no, I was not invested in that match. I couldn't be. I was waiting for someone to interrupt it. It just, I'm not for either one of them. And I think it's time for Bailey perhaps to go back to NXT or go the way of Emma and
All right, so
find work elsewhere.
I'm playing it over in my mind, and I remember why, because I was trying to figure out what was nagging me so much about her, and it's like, is it me or she had the same arm injury that she's been milking for the past 7-8 months?
There's K-tape now, though, so
yeah,
it's cool.
yeah, but
She's Cesaro.
you still,
Talking
she's
about
still,
Beauty and the
she's
Beast.
still more,
Really?
she's still milking the same injury for 6-7 months. It's like, yo, just break the shit off already.
I'd love to. I'd love to break her fucking arm.
But
so I
you
don't have to
need that
see it.
little bit of dose of PG because a lot of the female wrestlers right now, the female superstars, excuse me, aren't very PG. They have this little kick to them. They wear a lot of makeup. It's not something that you want your little girl to look up to. Bailey has the side ponytail. Yes, she has the cake, so she can appeal to men and children. It's not every day that you can have your little girls loving something too. And that's where I'll push for her, because you got Naomi out here, giving everybody the stinky face. So
Shout out to Naomi.
Is it
feeling
really
that
a stinky
glow.
face?
That's just some sass, Sass,
It's
black
a
girl
Summer's
sass.
Eve face.
I wouldn't use stinky.
Summer's Eve.
It's a bit of sass. That's
I
all.
wouldn't use the word stinky in there, but I'm just saying. That's just my opinion.
All right, so okay,
I mean,
so
but
we have PG with Bailey. What are your thoughts on Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville then?
Mandy Rose is,
Ex-wife number what?
6.
6, yeah.
6.
Yeah.
6-ish.
Oh, he gets real wet in the pants over Mandy Rose, yeah.
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 It's Trish remixed.
I
I
don't
can
s-
see that. I can see
I
that.
don't see it, but
Yeah.
he
No,
he
I
likes
can see
Mandy.
that.
Yeah.
And Roger too. Shout out to Roger.
Yeah.
Trish Jr.
Yeah. Sonya Deville, there's something about it. I really like seeing her in the ring. Alexa Bliss, what's funny? This was the first match in a while that I actually paid attention to Alexa in the ring. She was actually all right. I actually liked some of the stuff that she was doing. And Mickie James was always solid in the ring, and it was a good match overall.
I was just happy to see Paige.
You talking about MILFs like Maurice? Mickey James has a son. That's the sexy woman right there.
Yeah,
Mickey
well-
James is looking like a snack every
So
week.
so Mickie James would be on my list, but as I was doing some research on all of these female wrestlers, these female superstars, I came across some information that worried me about
dear.
Mickie James.
I'm not
Spill
ready.
some tea. Go ahead.
So
Spill it.
Mickie James supposedly became very obsessive with
Cena?
with John Cena,
Ah, yes.
and stuff like that. That shit worries me because I can't deal with a crazy
There is
woman.
nothing wrong with being
How
obsessed
can you
with
be
a man.
obsessed with him if you can't see him?
Ah, good. I see what you did there.
Yeah, I'm here for
I
this.
see what you did there.
Okay.
Did you see
You
that,
know what?
ladies
You
and
know
gentlemen?
what? You know what?
We need a rim shot in the background.
Boom, boom.
Speaking
Yeah.
of rim shots,
Oh shit!
See how Sonny stepped into that one, ladies and gentlemen? He always does this.
God damn it.
He was doing so well.
You know, I get into a conversation and I'm thinking, all right, you know what? This is cool. This shit's going well.
You are never safe with me, Sonny.
Yeah,
Ever.
yeah, okay. You know what? Moving on. Moving on. So, listen, highlight of the night, Braun Strowman versus Elias.
Oh, dear.
Braun Strowman, you see, I can't even speak right now. Braun Strowman came out with a freaking cello.
That was a cello. Yes,
But
it was.
I thought you walked with Elias.
I do
What
walk with
happened?
Elias.
What happened?
I still walk with Elias.
Get these hands.
Yo, listen, I even crawl with Elias because you know what? Elias, yo, I got his back.
You'll lay down.
No, I ain't gonna lay down.
No, don't lay
No, I ain't gonna lay down. I'll
he's
crawl
still
next to the
lying.
brother, be like, yo, I'll be his motivation. Be like, yo, come on, man, I got you. But I'm not laying down with him.
So how are you all feeling about Braun's evolution? Is he a monster or is he funny now?
You can be a funny monster. You can.
So
Kane
wait, like
does
Monsters,
it.
Inc.?
Yeah, you can be Sully. I'm totally down for this. No, you want to know why? Because, I don't know, I found it really endearing, and I'm totally down for the Braun. Like, I'm here for it. I'm going to do it with him. He comes out. We're going to yell. I'm here for it. But if we're going to sing together, I'll sing together, too. You need a monster that has a little bit of love in them, too. You can't be hard all the time, and you can get these hands in multiple ways. I'm just saying, you know, I'm here.
Okay.
Okay.
perhaps,
See, look.
perhaps,
He's thinking about it.
His character is showing more and more complexity every single week. That is
Okay.
becoming more interesting, and it's making you want to see, all right, where are they going to go with this? Because the thing is that WWE has a tendency to be very cookie cutter and put people in certain lanes.
I like
So they put certain people, you know, Miz is the flashy guy, the H&M dude. You know, John Cena is the Walmart dude. Braun Strowman right now, he was the monster. Now he's kind of the funny monster. Then when you see him doing some of the other stuff that he does on his own personal account, like, dude, I'm dying to see him. And I don't want him to go the route of John Cena, but I'm dying to see him recite Juicy in front of a crowd. Because if you ever seen that video of him rapping Juicy, Biggie Smalls, it's freaking amazing because the dude goes in. It's funny as hell. But his character is constantly evolving. And then Elias, who's so solid, and he's so over with the crowd. Them two in a program, you have to, between the two of them, you have to make Braun face. And to make him a face, you have to make him complex. And it's working. It's gold. It's a really good reason to watch.
Why are you shaking your head?
Go ahead, Teddy. Tell me your thoughts.
Because I'm an old, stuffy, reserved English gentleman, no, I think we have to have clear-cut lines between good and bad.
Okay, Vince.
Because it is a very slippery slope between a funny monster and then they lose it. Let's all remember Kane. Let's remember Kali. Let's remember Mabel. Like, you can be a monster and then Vince says, oh, I'll make you funny. And then they lose it.
Yeah, but
They
out of all
lose it
those guys,
forever.
Kane has been able to come back and forth depending on how they do things because his in-ring can back up whatever the character goes.
Corporate Kane was a joke.
It was a joke, but at the same time, he had one foot out the door so he could just go run for...
the
And
break
when he
Kali's
put on
kissing
that
gimmick.
mask, you were scared. I'm just saying.
Not after some time.
Yeah, but Great
back
Ka-
in the day, yes.
Great Khali, come on. Great
Great
Khali...
Khali was terrible. He was a 7-foot monster, and then all of a sudden he's having a kiss gimmick. The Big Show.
But he could never move
The Big
anyway.
Show was a monster. Then they put him in a diaper. He was never scary again after that. I'm afraid that if they do it too soon with Braun, we'll never get Braun back.
I feel like they're doing this though because of the Alexa angle, and she's kind of like softening him up a little bit, but he can still be this hardcore. I wear a deep V, tank top, and my nipples kind of pop out sometimes, and I'm gonna have mayhem when I go in the ring. But he can also tell Alexa she's kind of cute. So I feel like there can be a balance as long as they don't go over too much.
I'm afraid they're going to go over. It's a
They
very
probably
slippery
will.
slope. It's a very slippery slope between funny and monster. And I think Braun would have easy a good year and a half of a monster push, and it could work. But I just think it's too soon. And you know how Vince gets so carried away. And without Braun, we don't have a monster heel anymore. So
he hasn't been a heel in a minute because the thing
We have
is that...
Naya.
he's supposed. Well, she was with Enzo, so they were trying to do that with her. Like, see,
Who?
see,
Yeah, but-
Enzo.
I don't know that
Have
guy.
we blocked out like the reap? Okay. Well, there was this person.
Certified. It doesn't make sense. I got nothing.
Shout out to Rikers.
Certified. Yeah, by the way, can you give us a bit of a Enzo update? How's that going?
He's doing well. I put some money on his books. He's good.
Okay.
He got his flip-flops. He's
And
good.
Newports?
He's good. He got his cigarettes. He got his flip-flops. He's good. I sent him some pictures of me. He's good. He's good. Don't
Which
worry.
pictures did you send?
Yeah, what we do is our business. You just produce this podcast, Sonny. Don't worry about what goes on between Enzo
If it ain't
and
a
I.
boomerang, it ain't real.
Listen, all I'm gonna say is, did you send them a picture of someone that looks similar to you?
Yes, a little. Not really. But it doesn't matter, Sonny. You just produce this podcast. Okay? What I catfish is my business.
All right.
And it's called kitten fishing.
Yeah, that's right. Kitten fishing.
Mad pictures of Alicia Fox.
Hey, those pictures are public entity. I can do what I want with them.
All right.
Speaking of men I stalk, Roman Reigns took on Sheamus. What'd you guys think?
It was actually a pretty good match.
I
Like,
thought so as well.
It was a really good
I mean, the
match.
matches on Raw were actually really good. It's just the storylines that were a little bit stale. But this match in particular was really, really good, really well done. I enjoyed that match, and I haven't really enjoyed watching Sheamus in the ring for a while, but he actually stepped up his game. I don't know if it was because he was not with Cesaro and it was a chance to kind of showcase him on his own for the first time in a long time, but it was a really good match. I really enjoyed it. And then moving on to the main event of the night. So the Fatal 5-Way,
Yes.
which, by the way, did you see my post in the group where I, tagged you and said something along the lines of Teddy must be enjoying the addition of
Greasy
the
queen. Oh, he's so greasy. He's such a greasy queen. My God. I can't even say his name.
Burn It Down!
What are your feelings on that greasy queen?
You know what? Before we added lyrics to the music, I was cool. But now I am a burn it down girl. I'm
Like
here
a-
for it.
Yeah.
But I am more of a Finn Balor chick than I am a Seth Rollins.
Hallelujah.
Like, Balor Club. I can't.
So I just want to say one thing. Right?
Okay.
With Seth Rollins.
But I do love long hair. We all know this. This
Really?
is on the books.
But
We'll
yeah, you
find
did
out.
say something about Edge.
I'm
correct.
just saying.
So now he's got lyrics to his songs. You know a queen always got to be extra. They can't just sit there quietly. They got to have lyrics. And now, does he have fire on his pants?
Oh yeah, that's part of the gimmick. That
So he's a flamer is what I got. Okay, that's where I got from that. He's a
You
big
set
old
it up.
flaming greasy
You did it to
queen.
yourself.
Go ahead, come on out. Come on out. I'm sorry. I've always said something about Seth Rollins. Ever since the video I saw on YouTube, I'm always like, nope. Him and
What
Darren
if
Young.
the
nope.
flames make him more aerodynamic?
No. He's
No?
a big old flamer.
Kobe
He could
Lopez.
Nope.
Kobe Lopez, I've been trying to defend you, bro, but you're really making it difficult, brother.
He's
He
suspect.
put his pee out there.
Yes.
I
He did softcore porn.
I didn't
okay?
see that picture. I listen.
I will send you the
You
link
a
when I'm
lie.
No,
done,
you will
Sonny.
not send me that link.
Okay. He did
Change the
softcore
name of the
porn.
hyperlink when you do it
Yeah,
too.
I'm gonna say-
Bunnies, wrestling.
kittens in a field. I'm
Yes,
gonna send it
there
to
you go.
Yeah,
No, I'm
I see
sorry.
anything coming from you, I
Seth
will
Rollins.
ignore it.
No, Seth Rollins, he's suspect. No, he could sit on a popsicle and tell you the flavor. No, don't trust him. Don't like him. Can't do it. And the fact that him and Finn Balor, the fact that he shared a screen with Finn Balor, made me throw up in my mouth a little bit. And I have a pretty good gag reflex, so that shouldn't have happened. But
I wanna go home.
hi, Daddy. That's gonna be my new catchphrase. Hi,
There
Daddy.
you go. I will record all of his reactions.
Don't worry, Sonny's gonna edit this out. He edits out all my crap anyway.
And think about how much stuff actually gets in. So I'm not able to edit a lot out.
The clean stuff is what you all hear. But no. But I will say this: it was good to have a main event that wasn't the typical guys. It was good to see
Yes.
Titus at the ring. It was good to see Matt.
Yeah.
It was good to see something different. Some new faces in the main event that I liked. I didn't like the ending. I think we should have just gave it to Finn. But it was good to see.
No. I disagree, my friend.
I don't like.
They're building anticipation.
So here's what they did with this, and they ended up making the chamber match into a 7-man chamber match as opposed to a 6-man chamber match.
How do we do that?
You start off with a triple threat. as opposed to two in the ring.
Unheard of.
I actually like it. Also, you saw Jason Jordan going down.
Oh no.
Oh God, I freaking set it up again.
No.
Wait.
My poor
Jesus.
Jason Jordan. Oh.
So Jason Jordan getting hurt.
There you go.
Jesus Christ, I gotta watch out everything I say around this dude.
No,
Do it to
You're
yourself.
safe.
Yeah.
Go ahead. I'm gonna miss him.
So by him getting hurt, it left Seth Rollins in the middle, with nothing to really, no match or anything. So, what do you do with a performer of that caliber? You got to put him into the main match and make it more of a must see event. And doing it this way was the best way to go about it. I think it was a good move on WWE's part to add him into the match, and starting off with a triple threat, I think makes it even a bigger deal. I think the way it was set up going into Elimination Chamber, you had the women's match being a very big deal, but the men's match being like, all right, well, this is the same as every other Elimination Chamber match. Now they both have their own legs to stand on that makes them different but yet special. What do you think, Tara?
It was just the ending that really got me, because it's like, okay, we're going with this little gimmick here, and we're gonna go somewhere with it, and they're both celebrating one. So you have all these little kids with their wide eyes looking at it, and then you're like, it should have went to Finn. Everybody knew it should have went to Finn. Seth has had his moments. He's dressed up as a Power Ranger. He's turned on his crew. He's had moments. We need to give Finn his moments too, and we need to make it happen.
Absolutely.
And I love a queen as much as the next guy, but I'm just saying, it was Finn's turn, and I think they did it wrong.
Yeah, honestly, if the past like 30 seconds was a song, it was just you talking and me hearing Greasy Queen.
Greasy Queen.
This is the remix, Sonny.
Greasy
Queen.
It's like a sample and shit. Listen, I think Elimination Chamber is going to be amazing, and more so, our viewing party on February 25th is even going to be more amazing, because we're going to have everybody in the house bugging out, watching some wrestling. So if you're going to make it through, come through, make it happen.
It's his birthday. I don't know if we're going to make it.
Whoa. That's right. So we have another guest that's with
We
us
might
right
do a
now.
dip in. I don't know.
They're going to dip in and then dip out. So we actually have somebody else that's hanging out with us. The very, 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 very sweet guy,
Julio.
by the name of Julio. This is the love of Tara, who came by with a sweet bouquet for his lady.
Absolutely.
Again, hi, Dad. Cool.
Hi, Daddy. I'm just gonna go to your dad's house and knock on the door like, hey, it's me.
Listen. When you knock on the door, just say,
Hi, Daddy. Come on in, Teddy. Have a plate of food. Yeah. Hey, Julio, how are you?
Hey, how you doing?
You do kind of look like an Uso now that she says it. Yeah.
There's a whole ponytail
She's
back
so
there.
lucky. You're
There's
so
a whole
lucky,
ponytail.
Tara.
Look at his hair. There's so
Oh,
much
yeah.
hair. It unravels.
Oh my.
Yeah. Watch Pop can't stop.
all right.
Settle down, Tara. You get them all to yourself all the time. Relax.
Okay, fine. You can share. It's
So
fine.
Your love interest is here. Shall we talk about love in the WWE?
I think we
I
should,
think we should.
Because it's Valentine's Ash/Rusev Day. Yeah, why not? do
Yeah.
that?
Because SmackDown. Let's be real. We're really not going to talk about SmackDown, because SmackDown is actually going on right
I'm
now.
watching Baron Corbin's hairline and I'm depressed already. So
Leave him alone.
Yeah, it just hit some stairs. Sami Zayn's watching. Yeah,
It hits stairs. He has a name.
Baron.
No, I said his hairline. That's that hit the stairs.
Leave him alone. People with receding hairlines are people too.
You know what his hairline
love
reminds
him.
me of? An Etch-a-Sketch when you shake it and it doesn't quite erase.
Exactly.
That's what.
Yeah.
That's what
That just
Baron-
means you've had it for a really long time and it's worn in.
I mean, he has like the Charlie Brown head.
Oh God. And
Yeah, his no, but it goes down to
Kevin
like the back
Owens.
of the middle of his head.
It's
Like, it's
like-
really bad.
He got like Homer Simpson hair. It's
He
like 3
does.
strands and then the rest of it is in the back.
And Kevin Owens is even more unfortunate. He looks
Yeah.
like your unemployed uncle. Like you just can't even look at him half the time.
You try and get him a job, but then they're like, yo, bro, I don't know, man. Because he's fucking up.
Because
can't find my
he's
birth
got a
certificate.
record. Yeah.
Yeah, you try and get him a job, but then next thing you know, he find out he's been drinking on the job. And it's like,
he's back
dude,
on the sauce
come on,
again.
man. Don't make me look bad. No, but I'm your uncle. You gotta respect me. Nah, but dude, come on. So, but yeah, let's talk about love because it's all about love. You, the listener, when you're listening to this, it's gonna be Valentine's Day, and you're gonna be with a loved one,
Maybe.
or you're gonna be with something that loves you back, like your hand. But I mean, listen. End of the day, you won't be alone. Kind of. But listen, just let's talk about love. So, you know what? Let's talk about Valentine's Day.
Okay.
You know, because if we talk about Ash Wednesday right now, I think I'm going to say something really foul, and then I'm going to get excommunicated by the church, even though...
Dear. Peace be
I
with
don't
you,
want to get
Sonny.
struck by lightning.
Yeah.
Not today.
Come on, man.
I mean,
draw a line for Christ's sake.
You talking to me.
I know. You see what I did
You
there?
talking about me.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, hey, listen. Valentine's Day.
Yes.
Who would be your current Valentine if you had your pick?
Right now or
You know
of
what?
all time?
How about this? Your top 5 Valentines of all time, the WWE edition.
Shall I go first or shall I let ladies go first?
Well, aren't you going
Same.
first?
Yeah,
Same thing?
either way, it's going to be me anyway.
Yeah, so either way.
So I got my little list here. All right, children, settle in. Uncle Teddy's going to tell you a story. My top 5 Valentines.
I'm excited.
Number 5, I'm going to take you back to a time and place called the Attitude Era.
All right.
My top 5 pick is the Lethal Weapon, Steve Blackman. I used to have such a crush on Steve Blackman. Oh my God. You have no idea. I love Steve Blackman. I was heartbroken when he was future endeavored. I was
Were
heartbroken.
you?
I'd
Really?
give you
I
a +1
was.
on that one. I'm
I
not going to
was.
argue with that.
I like a guy who doesn't say much because when I'm home and my boyfriend's talking, I fucking hate that shit. Like, dude, take that shit in the bedroom, please.
Or he might kill you in your sleep.
See, I like the strong silent type. Like, don't say shit. Punch me in my mouth if I go too far. But I don't like all that talk. Like, I'm not the cuddler. I'm not a hugger. I don't care about your feelings. I'm not that type of boyfriend.
You will cuddle me, damn it.
I want to make your dinner and go into another room. I want you in the house. I don't want you in the room with me. That's the kind of boyfriend I am. So.
These thoughts are the thoughts of Teddy
And Teddy alone.
and Teddy alone.
Shout out to my boyfriend.
and do not represent the thoughts and
And views.
and views
With your
of
disclaimer.
of Sunny Sofrito or Tara
My number
or the
4
rest of Yep I Like Wrestling.
My number 4 choice, Jeff Hardy. Oh, I love the Enigma. Yes. When I heard his music at WrestleMania, I was 19 again. Jeff Hardy.
19. Wow.
Yeah,
okay.
that's when I started back in the day.
19 for Jeff Hardy.
Everything about Jeff Hardy.
I
And I
was-
love a man who keeps his hand on some drugs. So anyway, number 3.
Jesus.
Well, listen,
Christ.
because I like to multitask. Like, I hate to go pick up my boyfriend and then go to the weed spot.
But
I
he
like
already
them
has
both.
it.
Thank you.
But he has a plethora.
Save
It's
me
not
time is
just-
all I'm asking.
It's not just one kind
That's
of
why I
drug.
like him.
He has a lot.
Number 3. I spit in the face of people who are not cool. Carlito.
What?
Anything with an afro, panties stay wet. That's all I'm going to say about that. They do. They do. So shout out to fellas with an afro. Hit me up on Instagram at House of Alexandro. That's all I'm saying. The work is done. I love an afro. I do. And the fact that he
Relatable.
spits instead of swallows, I fucking love that shit because it's filthy.
And these are the thoughts of Teddy.
You just did your
And,
disclaimer.
and not the thoughts
And
or
views.
views.
Oh, sorry. I just felt like I had to do it again. Sorry.
Number 2, of course,
No, we-
Roman Reigns.
Oh.
Absolutely.
Dang.
Roman Reigns.
Not on my list.
Oh, what?
Yeah, no, sorry.
Roman Reigns. It's all about Roman Reigns. And number 1, believe it or not, this is going to shock you. Sable. I have never liked any of the men as much as I used to like Sable back in the day. I literally had a wall just dedicated to Sable.
I support this.
She was what I call the lure. Because obviously I was everything I am now when I was a child, but she was that one person that made me think, well, maybe. Wait, am I?
Huh.
Am I? Maybe. Because when she did her Playboy spread, I bought the Playboys. And I was like, wow. So yeah, Sable is number 1. Yeah.
Are there any honorable mentions?
Oh, of course, the Usos would be an honorable mention. Finn Balor would be an honorable mention. Jason Jordan would be an honorable mention.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It looks like he got his head smashed into a wall like 7 times.
No, he doesn't.
Yeah, he does. It's really flat. God bless him.
Jeez.
And as you know, I'm staying quiet because this conversation.
You
has
are
nothing
gonna
to
get
do with
ganged
me.
up on for this one.
Yeah.
God bless you. You're gonna go last.
I do love a good
So
gangbang.
everyone can relate.
Tara,
So Tara, go ahead. Stay your top 5.
Oh, so we're starting from 5. Okay.
Yes.
Cool.
Starting from 5.
So number 5, it's gonna be the rated R superstar. Edge. It's gonna be Edge, but it's gonna be long-haired Edge. It's not gonna be short-haired. I'm a dad now. Edge. No.
Okay.
It's gonna be Edge that had Lita in the middle of the ring with a bed. That kind of Edge.
Yes.
That Edge.
Be careful, Julio, because Edge likes to steal girlfriends. Shout out to Lita, Matt Hardy.
Hey.
Be careful. Go ahead. Who's number 4?
Hashtag friends.
So many of us have them. Number 4.
Number 4 is Dolph Ziggler.
What?
Yeah.
That top ramen head, man.
Stop! I love top ramen though. You can turn it
that's
into
what
pad
it looks
thai.
I do love top ramen.
Top ramen's really
looks
good.
like.
It does look like ramen.
It's so good though.
Ramen is good.
It looks like ramen.
It does look like ramen.
You know what? It never dawned on me because I always wondered what the hell was wrong with his head, and it looks like ramen.
It's a little ramen.
Yo, all he needs is like some chopsticks in his forehead, and I'm good.
And the green herb you spread, that's all he needs.
Sometimes though, when they don't like tone it right, it's a little green. Like it happens, but I love him anyway. And I spent a lot of money on his merchandise to get him to retweet me
you
on
a
Twitter.
Dolph Mark?
I am. I really am. And I feel like he's underused. But we're not gonna go there. We're talking about Valentine's.
But wait, when you spend a certain amount of money, did you get a cup of ramen too?
No, I did not. It's
They're
by
on sale
myself
at
at
BJ's.
C-Town. No, C-Town. We from the South Bronx. Remember we had this
That's
conversation. South Bronx. Okay. So now we're gonna go for Jeff. Jeff Hardy. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Shout out to the
Since
Enigma.
I was 11.
Ooh.
Like Jeff
you
Hardy.
were young. Okay.
When they came out, I was hysterical.
They were
just
hot.
crying. Couldn't take it. It was a hot mess. And I'd watched them on TNA, whatever other show he was on before. But
Shout out to
it's
Dixie
so
Carter.
good to have them back.
It is.
It's so good.
Okay.
Triple H with long hair.
I am literally standing up and leaving as we speak.
I'm sorry.
Triple H?
You never want, you watch him, drink water and spit it out. Totally not a thing.
It's disgusting.
It could have been X-Pac. I picked Triple H.
Oh my God.
I'm keeping it clean here. Do me a favor.
So you got some real demons and shit.
Oh, yeah, you haven't heard number 1?
Oh God.
Oh, God. I'm going to hold on to the table.
I feel like it's going to be Marty Jannetty.
Oh, ooh. Shout out to the
There
bathroom
is a theme
attendants.
here, and you need to follow the theme of
dear.
long hair and let it lead you to Kevin Nash.
Big sexy Kevin Nash. is
I'm
her
sorry,
number
and if
one
you saw him on
Valentine.
Magic Mike as Tarzan, and you saw him working that fake little pole, you would understand.
So I guess that I can understand you being into Kevin Nash because if you ever wanted to chase him, you just gotta wait for his quad to blow and it's all good.
He's not going to get
it's
far.
an easy kill, and that's what I like in my life. Easy
It's
kill.
easy kill.
Oh, dear.
No, that one wasn't an easy
Hashtag Julio be worried.
You know,
Yeah,
Julio 2 feet away from us. Kevin Nash, really?
Kevin Nash, yes.
I think Julio, she's just joking, bro. Come on, leave. No, you don't have to put your jacket back on. Bro, no.
Julio and I are
Stay
leaving.
here.
Julio,
Please
why you
stay.
Damn, Julio's taking the roses back? What? Oh shit. Damn, bro.
Julio
Yo, chill.
called
It's
the
just jokes, man. Just
If
jokes.
it wasn't for him, the Usos would have been on the list, but I have my own personal Uso.
So you,
Well, he does look a little bit like an Uso.
so you put Kevin Nash ahead of the Usos?
I put Kevin Nash as number 1 because he was the one who started it all.
What?
You know when you're 6 and you don't know what you want to do to someone, but you like somebody?
6,
Okay,
really?
I was born in 89.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, I was crazy in '89. I think.
I bet.
Yeah.
Because you were
Oh,
32.
I'm a little shocked.
Shots.
I'm a little
Damn.
So
yo.
wait.
Shots are real.
The
Earlier-
love I just got is just freaking horrible.
Earlier, we were talking about somebody who would have made the list but didn't make the list. Mr. Woo Woo Woo, you know it. I have a very interesting relationship with him. I've spent a lot of merch on him. I've spent a lot of money on merch on him, right?
Uh-huh.
And after SmackDown in Barclays last August, he was pissed off about the beach balls. And he was outside walking with Dolph. One was in a red suit, one was in a blue suit, whatever. I woo-wooed. He didn't even look up.
Oh, dear.
And I have never been so hurt.
It was because you looked a little bit like Eve Torres.
Oh, you know how...
I'll take it. I'll take
No,
it.
yeah, I trust me, he won't.
Shout out
Remember?
to Eve Torres.
Hashtag John Cena screwed that one up too.
Yes, he did.
So he was mad about the beach bowls.
He was mad about the beach balls because they completely ignored his match, and I understand because I was the only one there woo 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 by myself, and I completely understand
Nothing
it, but it
good
took him off my
happens.
list.
Nothing
He
good
could have been on the
happens.
list.
Zack Ryder and Kevin Nash. Wow.
I guess he didn't make the list.
He didn't make the list.
All right, Sonny.
So here's my
Give us your
list.
12 ex-wives. Go ahead.
Seriously.
No, I whittled it down to my favorite 5, but the favorite 5 with one honorable mention, and this is of all time.
Okay.
So this has to do with me time traveling at some point as well.
You better not say Mae Young. I will toss this
I
table
better hear
out.
Caitlyn.
Yeah, you know what? Mae Young is on my list.
Really?
No.
Dude, have you seen a picture of Mae Young when she was a young lady?
In 1800. Yes, I
Yo,
have. Yes, I
Dude,
have.
she was beautiful.
Yes, she was pretty.
And
I'm just
and
joking.
listen,
She was.
listen,
She was a
real
stunner.
quick.
She was.
Go and listen to the Mark Henry interview that's on our YouTube page. And Mark Henry tells an amazing story about Mae Young. But it was funny. From that story, I went back and I looked and I was like, damn.
Before or after the hand baby?
Oh, way before.
This is way before.
Oh,
This is
Every
wondering.
now and then when they do a Mae Young package, they will show one of her black and white steals.
Yeah,
and
she was
She was a stunner.
gorgeous.
She was a
So
stunner.
Mae Young is number 5.
Could you just clarify and say 1950s Mae Young, please?
I would say more like 1945,
Yeah.
1950 Mae Young. So if you hear me saying Mae Young, don't start sending me
'Cause
freaking
she
photos.
was- the story is she was
Yeah.
wrestling when World War II broke out. She was actually in the
Yeah,
ring.
exactly.
So
yeah.
1949.
So World
yeah.
War II Mae Young is at number 5. Because remember,
Right.
this list is me, including me time traveling.
Yes.
Also on my list is
Who's number 4?
Miss Elizabeth.
Go ahead, Sonny.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Miss
Okay.
Elizabeth. You know what? She was just.
Who I will arguably say was the original diva.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Gorgeous.
without question.
Good one, Sonny.
Miss
good one.
Elizabeth. All right. Number 3, Maria Kanellis.
I am literally never coming back to this podcast.
Wow.
Hey, man.
I quit. Here's
This-
my resignation.
This
Hey,
was a
listen.
great night, guys. My
Yeah.
first and last podcast.
You want to
Listen.
share an Uber, girl?
Yeah, let's
because
go.
let him do this
You wanna go
podcast.
visit your mom?
Yeah,
Let's
yeah.
go.
Hey, listen, I sat through both of your freaking crazy ass.
I'd rather have Kevin Nash than Maria Kanellis.
Hey, that just saves her for me. Listen, Maria Kanellis. Yeah, Maria Kanellis. I always had a big thing for her.
She looks like a lousy lay.
It'd be sad if you had a little thing.
Oh man, Jesus! Wow, what? Jesus!
That came out of left field. Wow.
That
We don't make inappropriate comments on this podcast.
I'm sorry.
I don't know what you'll think this is.
My bad.
I don't know.
Hi, Dad.
Hi, Daddy. Maria Kanellis looks like the type of girl who you buy dinner, then when you get her home, she just lies there and spreads her leg, and she just says, "Oh my God," over and over again, but she doesn't do anything. Well, we call her the lay and pray. That's what we used to call girls back in the day when I used to actually touch girls in 1990. Those 2 weeks when I actually liked girls.
I was one.
Yeah, so was I. That was the last time I touched a girl. Yeah, Maria looks boring. Who's your next one, Sonny? Redeem yourself, please.
Seriously.
All right, so I'm gonna redeem myself with Stacy Keibler.
The Duchess of Dudleyville.
Yeah,
Her
Stacy Keibler.
legs are longer than your whole body.
That's true, Sonny.
Hey, listen.
Which makes it a perfect height.
Listen, I have a Napoleon complex, so I don't mind a tall woman.
Okay.
So I'm cool with that.
There's a picture she took for the Divas Desert Heat.
Uh huh.
There's best picture of her ever. The camera's behind her.
Trust me.
Yeah.
I always love Stacy Keibler, but I always have to go back to WCW Miss Hancock. That was my favorite.
I literally only heard the word cock just then. I'm sorry. What were you saying before that? I blacked out. What was that?
Anyway, moving on.
Yeah.
So, and my number 1 is someone who I've said over and over again, and that is Miss Trish Stratus.
Stratisfaction?
I will
Exactly.
never
Guaranteed.
argue with you there.
Okay, Sonny.
So
You get that one.
And then I have one honorable mention.
Yeah.
Just one?
Yeah.
Just one honorable
Just
mention.
replace Maria. Who's it gonna be?
Seriously.
It's gotta be Stephanie McMahon.
I'm not mad at.
Hey.
Whoa, you watch your mouth. She is a
Yeah.
princess.
Hey, you know what?
The $1 billion princess.
Except
Hey,
Stephanie?
get it with a powerful woman. Hey man, there's some thrill in it. There's mental thrill in it.
who you know could wear a dress that goes down to her calves and still make it sexy? She could do it
Yeah.
with the broad
Stephanie.
shoulders.
And I'm talking about when she was getting basically
all the surgeries in the world.
yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
So-
Really? It doesn't do it for you?
I'm trying
when
to
she was
think.
trying to be cool with Triple H and she was wearing the leather and the crimped hair.
I'm just off the top of my head, like there are 3 like other women just off the top that maybe really Stephanie.
Caitlyn.
McMahon.
Yeah, Stephanie.
Caitlyn.
A powerful woman, you know, that just makes it a challenge. So I
Caitlyn.
mean, if I have to I'll add her into the that's an honorable
Stephanie.
mention. Caitlyn, I don't know, something about Caitlyn.
AJ Lee.
No, I can't do AJ Lee.
No?
No. She reminds me too much of my ex-wife. Can't stand her.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
No AJ Lee.
On the next episode.
Moving on.
It's not her fault. She's bipolar. I read the book.
Damn.
My ex-wife wrote a book.
I like a good dig. That was a good pot shot at the X.
So that is our Valentine's. But you know what? Let's end with something really fun.
Sure.
Who is your favorite couple in WWE? Sarah, who is your favorite storyline and favorite real couple from wrestling? It doesn't have to be WWE. It could be all over.
We're not gonna go that deep. Real couple will have to be Triple H and Steph because she did it without her dad's permission, and it was like it was scripted, and then it became a shoot, and it was real, and they actually have 3 babies, and they're making it work somehow with all the body oil and self tanner, and it's happening, and they're making things happen.
I don't know how they just don't slide off each
And
other.
they get cuter every time, especially because they were on Jimmy Fallon.
Oh, that was
singing
off the hook.
Moana. Like, that was the cutest thing in the world. So
Yeah.
I'll give them like love for that. Fake couple would be AJ Lee and Daniel Bryan because it led to her and CM Punk. And I have this new personal love for this relationship after reading her book, which is actually an amazing read. And what this girl goes through to get to wrestling, it could have been all made up. I don't know.
No, she went through a lot.
But she did go through a lot, and to be with someone who she calls grandpa resonates with me sometimes. So I will give her all that love. He's still here. He hasn't left yet.
I'm sorry, Julio.
right in front of him.
No,
Damn,
they're the same amount of years apart, which was the cutest thing in the world. But the fact that they started off as friends, and then it was scripted, and she had to kiss him to make Daniel Bryan jealous, and then they just started making out, and it was extremely not PG, and they ended up getting married.
But
Little
let's be
things like that
honest,
is cute.
CM Punk has banged everything in a skirt in
Okay,
the WWE.
but he stopped for her.
That's
I
not a
mean,
thing.
did he really stop, or was he just like, yeah, you know what, I'm good?
Yeah.
He's tired. That's the best way to get them.
I mean, the craziest thing to me was the fact that he was with Lita at one point, and you see there's footage of AJ Lee meeting Lita and marking out, like saying, "I'm such a big fan. I'm gonna marry your side piece."
But the thing, he got a younger model.
Oh shit!
And
I'm not
that's
saying
what
he's not a Mac.
happens.
I'm just saying he's fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say he's disgusting. I'm just like,
don't think he's disgusting.
It's
Oh, he's
just weird.
gross. I've seen him with no clothes on. It's disgusting.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah. It's not a good thing to look at.
And these are the thoughts of Teddy and Teddy,
Teddy alone.
And his thoughts and views do not reflect Yep, I Like Wrestling or Sunny
He
Sofrito.
looks like a used condom. I
And
can't
now
stand him.
more thoughts from Teddy.
All right, so
Who are your
how about you, Teddy? Who is your favorite couple on and off screen?
My favorite couple off screen, I'm going to have to give it to Booker T and Sharmell.
Okay.
Okay.
She has been down for him since WCW. They had the King Booker, Queen Sharmell gimmick that was hysterical.
Yeah, that shit was dope.
And she gave him a baby, and every now and then he will shout her out like, shout out to the Queen, and you know he's talking about Sharmell, and at the Hall of Fame, she was right there, and it's like, I like to see love. I like to see people, and
It's
she was down for him
sincere,
before
sincere.
he was,
Yeah.
You like to see love, but you don't like to cuddle.
No, I don't. I like to
Okay.
see it. I don't like to experience it. I like to see it.
He enjoys it from afar.
I enjoy it from before. And my on-screen couple, you know what? They weren't a couple, but it was a segment that I watched over and over and over again.
Okay.
Oh,
Do you remember
no.
when Trish Stratus made out with The Rock? Let's
Okay.
just say that video got multiple uses. But Sonny.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, it did. It did.
Really? I gotta
Oh,
follow
yeah.
that?
Oh,
Jesus.
yeah. Whew.
PG.
This was back
Please,
when
God.
This was back when VHS was a
Please,
thing.
God.
You know? Rewind. Yeah. Sonny.
And his remote no was never the same.
It was never the same. I think I
All
broke
right.
that shit, actually.
I'm not surprised. So on my list, so we're gonna start off with on screen.
Okay.
So my favorite kayfabe couple is there's a tie.
All right.
So there's a tie between Mae Young and Mark Henry. Because
yeah.
I mean, them giving birth to the Hand, that shit was the best of all time.
Even them in the bed was just funny.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
them
it
in
was
the bed.
just, and she's smoking a cigar.
Yeah.
I mean, that shit was just amazing. It was hilarious. And you know what?
Sexual chocolate.
And I mean, it just it was such a good angle. They had such great chemistry. And the other one is a little bit unconventional. Perry Saturn and Moppy.
Oh, God. For a second, I thought you were going to say Terry Runnels. Moppy. Oh, God.
Perry Saturn and Moppy. That's one of my other favorites because
A
it was
low
just
point.
so.
But the
low
way
point.
he looked at Moppy,
You know,
though,
he loved that mop.
It was
That
real.
was real love.
that was real.
It was real love for the inanimate object. You know, something that Teddy's used to.
I'm quite used to.
Yeah, exactly.
If the mops in my house could talk. All right,
Oh,
so
God.
who are you? Who's your real couple?
Mommy never touch anything if I go to your house.
Don't. Just stand
Yeah.
very still when you
I
go to my
Gave
house.
him a phone stand.
Yeah,
Your fault.
yeah, I know. I already know. Trust me.
I'm at House of Alexandra on Instagram, people. Go ahead and see it.
Nor don't. It's all, you know what? View at your own risk.
We don't
right.
judge.
And you know what? My favorite off-screen couple, honestly, has got to be The Miz and Maurice.
Okay.
Because
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
the couple that they've shown to be is very fun. They actually did a segment last year for Valentine's Day
Yes.
where The Miz is standing outside of the house
yeah.
window and he's doing like that say anything moment and
Yeah.
he's playing music off his phone. I mean, it was a funny thing that really played well. And you know, I'm a fan of The Miz to see him go through what he's gone through. And they've been together for a really long time. I mean, they've been together since around 2006 or so. And
I always felt they were a mismatch. Like, she's
Yeah.
so much better looking than he is.
yeah.
They're
And
my
don't get me wrong,
favorite
he's
good
Total
looking.
Divas couple.
Well,
yeah.
you know what it is? It's just that he seemed very Midwestern and she seemed very, you know, foreign, French, New
So
York.
glam.
You just didn't really see them being a couple.
Never.
But, I mean, shit, hey, it works. It works for them. You
So to
know?
all you lonely boys out there, keep hope alive. Keep hope alive.
There might be a Maurice in your future.
There may be a Maurice
Probably not.
in your future.
Just gonna say no. It's not gonna happen.
Probably not, though.
It's not a thing.
But keep hope alive, though.
and thank you, Dr. King.
It's Black History Month. I'll do what I like, you fucking racist. Now take us home, Sonny. You know what?
So,
Your month is ending soon, sir. You got like 2 weeks.
I got 2 weeks.
Let it go, and then Hispanic month comes up one of these months, but none of us know.
in October. Wait, is it?
We have like 3 months.
No, we don't got 3 months. We got like a half of 1 month and a half of another.
It happens.
But then we got like a couple of weekends here thrown in, you know, Puerto Rican Day.
Cinco de Mayo. How many more fucking days do you people want?
But we also have Puerto Rican Day Parade. Hey, wait, Cinco de Mayo.
Where
that's
are the
Mexican.
Mexicans?
What's the
We're
difference?
not Mexican.
Disrespectful.
And you called me racist.
You are
All of
racist.
a sudden, I'm Callisto. I don't understand.
Shit. Now also, so I just talk about fried chicken coming out of Kentucky. And I'm racist.
Racist.
But he can love Carlito. Okay.
All right.
You have
My
no
name
idea.
is not Colonel Robert Parker. And if you don't know what that name is, look it up.
Goodness. Sonny,
All right. So
take us home.
thank you for joining us for episode 6 of Yep, I Like Wrestling podcast. It has been a fun time, and we wish you a Valentine's Day filled with love and machka.
Machka. Thank you for joining us, Tara.
Thank you for having me.
Do me a favor, please let them know where they can find you.
They can find me on Instagram at Hello Glamazon. Yes, I'm a Beth Phoenix girl. Thank you very much.
As well as
Sir.
on Twitter at the same name, right?
Yeah. Everything is at Hello Glamazon. The Tumblr I don't use, the Instagram, the Twitter. I think that's about it before I give away too much.
Okay. Yeah, we don't want your social security number right now. And Teddy, go ahead.
I'm at House of Alexandra on Instagram and Teddy's a Kennedy on Facebook.
All right, cool. So on behalf of myself, my name is Sunny Sofrito.
I am the green-haired Glamazon, Tara Marie.
And I am the greatest general manager in Yep, I Like Wrestling history.
Hashtag self-proclaimed. So, yeah, thank you for joining us. Make sure you check out our website, which is www.yepilw.com. Thanks a lot, and see you soon. Take care.